Hello, dear fans, friends, and subscribers. Welcome to the Cricket Happening Show with your host Ram. This on a Sunday, and well, as far as this Cricket Happening Show is concerned, it is going to be the second match of the Tri Series that is coming up tomorrow between Australia and the West Indies. So the second match of the Tri Series. West Indies have already won the first match against South Africa yesterday, and I'm going to do a brief preview of that match, which is coming up tomorrow at the Providence Stadium in Guyana. That's the second one, and then we have a look at some cricket news, which I'll be talking about. But first, let's head on to the preview between the West Indies and the Australians, which is going to be happening at the Providence Stadium. So it's going to be played on the same pitch. Now, talking about the pitch, we know that was a very sluggish surface. The ball was not really coming out of the bat strokes. It was not conducive for stroke play, and one had to really bide their time. You had to really show your very good cricketing skills over there, and that was the team that prevailed, and that was the West Indies. So there's going to be a real test, and the other news that we are getting is something which is very important, and it says that the Providence Stadium, Ghana, it is going to rain tomorrow, and then once it rains, they also say that the Providence is going to rain and then it's going to dry up. Well, if that's going to happen, one knows in cricket what happens when it rains and the pitch gets dried up. Well, I can only say it's a spinner's paradise. So already we know that at Providence Stadium in Guyana, it was the spinners who ruled the roost, with Sunil Narine leading the way. And but when you get the news that it's going to rain in the morning and then it is going to dry up, I am sure the spinners in both the lineups will be licking their lips. So let's have a look at the spinners. Now, as far as West Indies are concerned, that will start my preview here. So just as far as West Indies are concerned, Sunil Narine yesterday mesmerized the South Africans with his brand of bowling, and especially considering the fact that he was on his comeback. He has a remodeled bowling action which he was using it in the IPL, but definitely it seems that Sunil Narine, definitely one saw that with the remodel action that he had, Sunil Narine definitely was not really getting it right in the IPL in the beginning. Probably towards the later stages of the IPL, we could see some improvement coming on in Sunil Narine, but now it seems that Sunil Narine has found his mojo. So that is the good thing, and Phil Simmons, the coach, has really come up with some high praise for Sunil Narine. No doubt about it, he had to really go through a lot of things, and finally he has made it. So it would be a nice feeling for Sunil Narine. The other bowler is Suleiman Ben, and he could also be quite a handful tomorrow, even though he didn't do much, I would say. But then also West Indies can definitely call on the spin of Marlon Samuels, the part-time off spinner. So that is also there with them that they can call for. So West Indies definitely looking strong. And look at the Australians. Let's have a look at the Australian spinners here. The Australian spinners, let's talk about Adam Zampa. Adam Zampa is someone who actually did well in the IPL. He had a very good stint in the IPL. I thought he did a wonderful job, even though he was on the losing side with the rising Pune Super Giants, if I'm not wrong, Adam Zampa. But definitely Adam Zampa was quite a handful, and especially when you consider that Adam Zampa comes to India and really makes a name for himself by bowling well, you would just know one thing for sure, that this bloke has some real talent in him, and he could be a force to contend with. So I think it could be a nice sort of a contest happening between both sides, where West Indies have Sunil Narine, Australia would have Adam Zampa, and Australia, to me, is looking a bit stronger in that area with Nathan Lyon, the off spinner, the veteran off spinner, one could call him, Nathan Lyon, the right-arm off spinner from Australia, and he is the one who's going to be operating in tandem with Adam Zampa. So an off spinner and right-arm leg spinner, and that should really spur on things for Australia, and they would be looking at this particular match against the West Indies with utmost confidence, no doubt about that. So definitely the spinners are the ones who are going to be a sort of the center of attention, no doubt about it. And more so because it's going to rain and the pitch is going to dry up. Now, the one very good note that I would like to say here is that the fastest 100 wickets has been the fastest 100 wickets record in one-day internationals is held by the former Pakistani off spinner Saqlain Mushtaq, who actually Saqlain Mushtaq, and he's the one who got the 100 wickets in ODIs in 53 one-day internationals, and the man who is tomorrow going to be swarming around the West Indies is none other than Mitchell Starc. So Mitchell Starc, and they have already seen the comeback men did a great job for the West Indies. So is it going to be Mitchell Starc's day tomorrow? Because Mitchell Starc is also making a comeback, albeit after injury, and he would be the one who would be watched for. And the reason I talked about the fastest 100 ODI wickets is because Mitchell Starc in this tri-series has 6 matches in which he can, if the match goes the full distance, I would say, and Mitchell Starc is the one who needs 10 wickets in 6 matches to actually go past that record of the fastest 100 wickets in ODIs. So whether Mitchell Starc can really beat Saqlain Mushtaq to it in this particular tries, and that is going to be something which is going to really gather a lot of interest, because Mitchell Starc, if he can do that, would be holding the coveted record of the fastest 100 wickets in one-day internationals. So good luck, Mitchell Starc, for the tri-series, and Mitchell Starc coming into the team no doubt strengthens the Australian team, because one definitely thought that looking at the World Cup and their other fixtures, that Australian bowling attack was looking a bit thin, and especially after considering that Mitchell Starc is back, I think this Australian bowling attack is looking very sharp. And also Mitchell Starc is going to be getting the assistance from Josh Hazlewood, a very improved bowler, a bowler for the future for Australia. Josh Hazlewood, who also bowls a good stump-to-stump line, and they would be operating in tandem. So definitely the bowling is looking good. They have Mitchell Marsh, who is also shown what a useful customer he can be with the ball, and then they also can call upon the services of Glenn Maxwell, the run-arm spinner, if need be. So that is another good thing for the Aussies. And then they have Matthew Wade, the wicketkeeper. The batting, as always, looking very strong. Look at their explosive openers, David Warner and Aaron Finch, who can really they get going. They are absolutely dangerous players, no doubt about it. But as I said, this pitch is not for batting, so one does not know what is the approach the Australians are going to take, because they would have definitely watched how the South Africans struggled. The West Indies also seemed to struggle, and then Kieron Pollard was the one who, hitting those 3 sixes as he came to the crease, started it all. So whether Australians would also be tempted to take the attack to the rival camp tomorrow in the way Kieron Pollard did, that's going to be of the essence, according to me. So David Warner and Aaron Finch will be opening the innings. They'll be followed by the very high-scoring player Usman Khawaja, who is also looking in good touch, but probably did not really find his bearings in the IPL. So that would probably say that Usman Khawaja could still do much better. And then Stephen Smith is the captain who is leading the team. And Stephen Smith, definitely, we know that he got his first century in the IPL. So he's another one who is marching to this match with lots of confidence against the West Indies. Now, as far as the West Indies are concerned, let's have a look at the team here. West Indies, well, the bowling definitely Sunil Narine, Suleiman Ben, Jerome Taylor is the strike bowler, and Jerome Taylor definitely has to get on to his fielding of his own bowling a bit, because he dropped a lot of catches yesterday of the players. And then they have Carlos Brathwaite, who not only would be chipping in as a bowler, but is also a very dangerous bat lower down the order. and then they have Jason Holder, who is the captain, who also bowled an impeccable line yesterday. And then they have Kieron Pollard, who just is fresh from that 67 he scored, and he's another one who would be getting into the field to take the Aussies with lots of confidence, no doubt about it. And then Dinesh Ramachandran, the wicket keeper. Now the batting, Johnson Charles and Andre Fletcher will be opening the batting for the West Indies. Darren Bravo definitely showed that he is the one who is a very mature cricketer now, and he's the one who was actually steering the ship till such time Kieron Pollard came and joined him. And Marlon Samuels, we all know what a wonderful talent Marlon Samuels is. You can't read into just one match yesterday, and Marlon Samuels is someone who just doesn't need much time to really flower on. And once he flowers, let me tell you, when he's going to see the sweetmeat part of the bat hit the ball with some real pure timing and elegance, no doubt about it. So we are looking forward to this match, which is coming up tomorrow, the second match of West Indies and Australia. And as I said, all the eyes will be on the spinners and Mitchell Starc, whether he can get some wickets. So definitely with the pitch, there's going to be rain and the pitch is going to dry out. So definitely bringing the spinners into the equation big time tomorrow. So my gut feeling here on this cricket show is to say that, friends and subscribers, let's have a look and let's have keep a watch on the spinners on both the sides, who probably could be ruling the roost tomorrow in the second match of the tri-series between West Indies and South Africa. So from here, now let's get on to some cricket news. As far as cricket news is concerned, I can say that, as you know, Glenn McGrath is the one who is holding the record for the highest number of wickets, and McGrath has said that James Anderson of England should not be having a problem reaching McGrath's target for sure. So definitely coming from McGrath, I think Anderson would be really glad about it, and he would be probably getting a spring in his stride, seeing that the McGrath has already said that Anderson should not be finding it difficult to reach that mark. Now, in a very surprising move, you know, the former, the current chairman of selectors for India, the Board of Control for Cricket in India, the chairman of selectors, Sandeep Patel, the former aggressive middle order player for India, Sandeep Patel has actually tossed his hat into the ring for becoming an Indian coach. Now, just to give you a sort of a synopsis of Sandeep Patel, after retirement, he went on to coach Kenya. He brought Kenya into the semi-finals. Later on, he went to coach Oman, and then slowly made his way into the top ranks of the Indian Cricket Board. And finally, now we all know that he's the chairman of selectors for India, and his term is going to be coming to an end in the month of September. So he has decided to actually toss his hat into the ring to keep him going in the Indian cricket scheme of things. As what he has done is he has actually tossed his name to he has decided he has applied for the Indian coach job in the board of in the board of control to the Board of Control for Cricket in India. So Sandeep Patel is one who is very passionate about his cricket, and that really says that, because after being the chairman of selectors, he has gone on to he has applied for the post of the Indian coach for the Board of Control for the BCCI, and that in itself says the amount of passion that Sandeep Patel holds for cricket. And also one more thing that I would like to say about Sandeep Patel. Now, one thing, and I'm also told that when he got these plum assignments when he actually coached Kenya, that was the time, it was probably a wrong timing. He was offered the coach by the Board of Control for Cricket in India, and at that time he had to decline it because he had his commitments to Kenya. But so probably that has also been the reason that has prompted Sandeep Patil to try his hand as the board of control for cricket in India. I mean, that's probably the reason that he has applied for the coach of the board of control for cricket in India coach job, even though currently he is the chairman of selectors of the Indian cricket team. Well, good luck to Sandeep Patil for becoming a coach of the Indian cricket team. He truly is someone, as I said, he is the one who really played with passion, and also he has lots of passion for the game. That's what it shows to me. As I said, I really wish him good luck to coach the Indian team as and when it happens. Well, dear fans and subscribers, other than that, if I'm just looking at whether I can talk to you about any other news. And I'm also told there is one thing which I couldn't cover yesterday, and there was the ICC coming up with a ruling saying that from now on, the helmets, as they have got some newly designed helmets, and those helmets will become mandatory for all the players to wear, irrespective of which team it is. Because now they are really coming really hard on the players, in the sense they are trying to see to it that the players are well protected, and the newly designed helmet is something that everyone have to wear. It is going to become mandatory for every cricket player to wear the newly designed helmets, especially after one saw the very sad passing away of a very talented youngster from Australia, Phil Hughes. Well, dear fans and subscribers, that really sums up everything as far as the Sunday's Cricket Happening show is concerned. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I really loved this show. And as I said, let's keep an eye on the Providence Stadium tomorrow for the second match of the Tri-Series, which is coming up between West Indies and Australia, and it's going to be one very keen contest coming up, and well, definitely there's going to be lots of excitement in store